It turns out he was murdered.
What? Who murdered him?
I think he might have been in on it.
On what?
Kareem's abduction, what else is there? He probably was working with the men who kidnapped my nephew, and then they murdered him in cold blood. I mean, once he'd played his part, they got rid of a potential witness. I bet they killed him.
They might have. One wouldn't want to leave any witnesses.
Alma? Kenny is back to you.
Kenny, what did they say? Is it your father? It's not? Is it Kenny? Is it your father?
My God, you said this wouldn't happen. How did they find him? How did it wash up on the shore like that? I thought it was at the bottom of the sea,
God's
Father.
will, I guess. How should I know?
He says it's God's will. Father, are you crazy? How can you tell me it's God's will? I am completely screwed, Dad. What do I do now, huh?
How will they ever know it was you? You don't need to be so scared.
What do you mean they won't, Father? Everything's going to be revealed. I told more than 1,000 lies to everyone. It's all going to come out anytime.
Kenny, dear, drink some of this. Come on, come. Here, try and drink this. Kenny, what happened? What did they say to you? Was it really your father?
They don't know yet. The test will have to confirm it for us. They took a DNA sample to compare with the bodies. They said it would take about a week for them to have results.
So you didn't actually see if it's your father, huh? So why are you crying if nothing is certain about this? Kenny, you have given me such a huge fright.
It's okay, Alma. It's
How should I know anything, Mom? My nerves are completely on edge.
Of course they are, my son. You were at the police station the entire night. Oh, God, why is all of this happening to us, Mrs. Leyla?
Stop. Don't get yourself worked up.
They were all acting a little weird. It's as if they all knew that it's definitely Dad, but yet they didn't want to say anything.
Don't say that, Kenny. God forbid, don't talk like that.
No, I'm sure that this can't be right. Keep the faith. We don't know anything for sure yet. Let them finish running the tests. That's when we'll all know for certain.
Let's figure this out logically first. Don't lose your head about this
What on
now.
earth do you mean, don't lose my head right now? When should I start to worry, huh?
Nothing is certain yet. The man has been at the bottom of the sea now for days. The fish must have eaten his body by now. Only the bones must be left. Besides, they haven't been able to identify the body. If you'd only taken his wallet, all would have been okay.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, Dad. I'm sorry, but I don't kill people every day like you do. I don't kill people every day, so I don't think to take the guy's ID and wallet.
If we could only figure out what other evidence they might have.
And how do you suggest that we do that?
I have a few people on the inside. They can ask and find out what's going on.
On the
for
inside?
us. In the police force.
I don't want that. I don't want police or anything else involved in this, understand? I don't want those people
Then
involved.
there's still an easier way. You can go to the house and find out what's going on.
But how can I go back to that place, Dad? I'm unwelcome in my own house. And besides that, how will I look at all them in
Because
the
you
eyes?
have to. You'll do it the same way you've done up till now.
I wanted to see him just in case. I recognized them, but they were against the idea. Because apparently the body's unrecognizable. The autopsy will have to do.
Well, why didn't you come home instead of walking around the streets all night? You don't know how worried I was about
They
you,
wouldn't let
my
me leave the
son.
station. They asked me a ton of questions the entire night. When I said that Dad had been missing for a few days now, The sergeant yelled at me for not letting him know. He said they could have started looking for him from the start.
You should have told him Gerald had given him permission.
I already did that.
And?
I told him about the letter.
The letter? About what letter?
William had written me a short letter, ma'am. He said, don't wait for me. You must understand. I won't be coming back. That's all. I really hurt my feelings when I read it. I thought that he had decided to run off to be with another woman, my lady.
Is that what he said to you in the letter? Well, then from where did you get that idea?
I'm not sure. But William had been acting very strangely recently, my lady, and I was afraid of what he was up to. I was afraid. He had been coming home late, and he had been drinking. And he would get angry when I would ask him where he had been. I thought he had found himself a mistress.
Mom, the sergeant's gonna send a man around. He wanted to see the letter. You still have it, right?
Yes, I do. I have it, but why do they want to see it?
I don't know, he didn't say. They want to talk to Mr. Gerald as well. I said he was staying with his father and gave him the address.
Yes, of course you had to tell them.
Oh, God, who's that? Who is it? Huh?
Let me get it. Yes, sir?
We're looking for Gerald Ozdemir. Is he here?
Yeah?
Are you Gerald Ozdemir?
Yes, sir, I am.
We need your statement for an investigation. You need to come down to the station with us, sir.
Of course. Let me get my jacket.
Good afternoon, madam. I wanted to ask about one of your patients to see how she's doing today. Erin Albarak. She was brought in last night suffering from poisoning. That's right, yes, that's her. How is she doing today? I just wanted to find out, ma'am, if her condition is any better today. Yes, of course, I'm a family member. I'm her brother. Fine, don't tell me anything about her then. Don't get me upset with you in your hospital.